Hey audience, this is Dan recording this match between ChumpChange and hdu88, a puzzle strike match. Two of the top players right here. They're testing a potential nerf for Valerie's burst of speed chip, since Valerie's proven to be overwhelmingly strong in tournaments recently. So it's going to be Valerie versus Arg. The changes, they're restricting burst of speed so that it can't activate unless you have 6 gems total in your pile totals to 6 or more, and won't do anything otherwise. So HDU says he's playing Creative Thoughts for action money here. Starts with a combine, probably pretty strong for rushing Arg, which is the way that you expect a match like this to go. Looks like we have a pretty strong pool for Val too. Gem Essence, Draw 3, Sneak Attack, Combo Practice. Lots and lots of options for her. Although maybe Gem Essence isn't the biggest help. It's pretty good for both sides on this matchup. Lets Arg play his red chips, which he kind of needs to get in with to win. We have RA on the pool too. Classically a pretty good Arg chip, but he probably can't play it that much. He sort of has to fear for his life on this matchup. Here, let's just get a shot of the full pool. Chumpy buys a 3-gem. Can start with a strong econ, but he's probably going to have to transition into second crash really soon, or else I doubt he's going to make it through this. Second combine. So Chumpy goes with the Hex Bubble Shield setup in preference to crashing. It makes a reasonable amount of sense. I guess increasing his money from 1 to 2 hardly buys him anything on this pool at all. There's some reason there, especially because a wound early is going to make a much bigger difference than a wound late. And he can draw 6 chips with a 3 gems in pile. Ooh, playing Pro Ward by Chumpy. This is questionable how much it'll actually hurt Val, but from the looks of things, he doesn't have any other chips in his hand to play, so he may as well. Yep, sure enough, no other actions in his hand. And Chumpy has 6 money, got that pretty quick because of getting the 3-gem, but there's no 6 costs in the pool. Buys yet another 3-gem. At this point, he's just committed himself to going up for the double crash, because otherwise that's pretty much insane. But he only redrew his bag by 1 chip, so he can probably get 9 money in. He probably has 9 money in his bag right now, unless he just redrew a 3-gem. Oh, looks like Pro Ward actually did hit Val in kind of an irritating way that turn. So I take it back. And she starts with 3 Brown Banner character chips, but I mean, she can't play Burst of Speed at the moment anyways, so it's probably not such a big deal for her. HDU is going to have to play through all the wounds here, but I don't think the anteing from Hex is really going to hurt him very much. He's going for a rush strategy anyway, so he's probably just as happy to get all the ammo. Makes sure that his combines will never be wasted. Looks like HDU has a decision here. According to the chat log, Chumpy discarded his crash gem last turn, so it's almost certainly in his bag because he only overdrew the discard pile by 1 chip. So he's only 1 in 8 to have a crash in his hand right now and be able to counter crash whatever HDU does. But that doesn't necessarily mean HDU wants to go ahead and crash the 3 gem anyways. Then he reduces himself to drawing 5, which is kind of a big problem with the wounds. So he has a legitimate problem here. Decides on the 1. No counter crash as we expected. Another combine. Okay. It's a pretty strong rush setup, but we'll find out if he's actually able to get the second crash that he's going to need sooner or later to complete it. Oh, and I correctly predicted it. He did in fact get 9 money the turn I said he would. So looks like some good choices by Chumpy early, getting himself to 3 piles so he can repeatedly overdraw his deck by 1 in order to lock all his money chips together. Let's see if we can get a read on exactly what chips Chumpy has in hand by looking at his discard. Looks like it's going to be Hex, Pro Ward, Crash, 3 1s, and Combine. Did I get that right? Yes, looks like it. Where exactly is the crash in HDU's deck is the question. Could be in hand or in bag. He did not play Chromatic Orb last turn because it looks like he didn't want ChumpChange to be able to counter crash. Makes an awful lot of sense, especially when Chumpy is known to have Hex in his hand. You don't want to incur too many wounds or this could never really end well for him. Looks like Chumpy's thinking hard about his buy, a Gem Essence. He can probably get away with this because he has 2 crashes, one being the double crash. Although he might find himself just killed out of nowhere in the very near future when Val launches her 4 gem his way. Oh, here comes the burst of speed. It finally gets out of the deck since HDU hasn't had any chances to play it until now. Lucky for him, he didn't draw it at the same time as his crash, because then he'd be in a very uncomfortable position. HDU is kind of facing a problem right now. He has 1 billion combines, but only 1 crash. Could make it hard to keep up the onslaught. His creative thoughts. I'm wondering what he's going to choose. I don't expect him to pick draw. Oh, it looks like he picked action money. Makes sense. Had he chosen draw instead, then he would shuffle his discard into his bag, which would guarantee that it was a very long time before he got his crash again. He doesn't want that at all. He wants to get it as soon as possible to throw in another 2 before Chumpy gets a final chance to set up on him and take him down with the double crash that he worked for. Oh my, is Chumpy using all 4 actions on the Gem Essence? Let's wait and see if he has Pro Ward. No, unfortunately not, but he used the red, the blue, and the purple ones, so it looks like it's really working out great for him. If he can just manage to grab a couple combines, it would help him so much. Oh, Val finally got the second crash money. She's in business. Eight money is two combines. Like I said, he can get a couple combines before shuffling his discard back into his bag. Oh, he actually has more. He has 10 money? Yes. Oh, this is an interesting decision. He went for the combine and the crash. I'm not sure how he expects to be able to play the crash that much unless he's getting a second gem essence, because I doubt Val's letting him counter crash at this point. HDU plays Creative Thoughts for money draw. Oh, it looks like he didn't pull either Chrome Orb or his crash, and so that's going to be game. Chumpy's won this one. It's not really enough to conclusively say that Val is better balanced with the burst of speed nerf. Again, the nerf is that she can't play it unless her pile totals to 6 or more. But it looks like it's a start. Normally, this matchup is probably about 60% in Val's favor. So hopefully, this nerf is having a reasonable impact. I guess we'll wait and see in future games.